I'm talking here with Annela from the E-governance Academy. And Annela, we've seen this picture 1,000 times. The famous X-Road. What does it actually mean?
X-Road is secure interoperability information exchange layer. So basically, if you the simple way of explaining it is that if you log in to this one-stop shop or any other service, you log in as a citizen based on unique identification code, and after this you choose a role, whether you are a citizen, whether you are entrepreneur, or whether you are a public servant.
Oh, that's here. Citizen, entrepreneur, or public servant, and then dependent on those roles you can do certain things.
Yes, but the idea is that the card, what we log in with, is not role-based. It's personal identification code based, so it's a citizen ID card. And
let's see here. This is an example of a card. It's just simple like we have for a bank card, but there's a picture on it and there's an identification. And this also functioned as a driver license or a passport, right?
Yes, we carry it along instead of driving license.
Yes. Okay. And then you can put this. Can you put this into the? You have also a card reader.
Yes. To use the ID card, we need to use also a card reader. We put it in as this, and we put it into our computer. And to use this ID cards, we also need this free software called DigiDoc. And in order to sign documents, in order to view our certificates on the cards. And once we log into the system, then we have this one-stop shop called esti.ee.
Yeah, so that's this esti.ee, and from here you can go to the population registration, the health insurance vehicle, document management system. You can sign documents, and you can also pay bills at energy, telecom, banks, and 400 other companies.
Actually, the idea is that we cannot go. We just make queries about the information that we want to see. So if I want to see what information population register has about me, I make a query to this database.
Yeah, you sniff the information which is here, you can see it there. Yeah.
Exactly, and this reflects the answer from the database.
Ik zei pauze. Dat is nou juist pauze. Okay, let's have a demo. She inserted the card reader here in the laptop, and you're here at esti.ee, huh?
Yes, correct. And now I have 3 different options to log in, whether with ID card, with my mobile ID, or via bank. But usually
you can log in your government portal also with your bank card.
Yes, indeed, because banks are also very supportive of e-society. So they also.
So we're now using the ID card, but since 2007 you can do the same with your mobile phone.
Exactly. So when I take my ID card option now, then now it reads information from the card. I have to find out
the different identities which have been logged into your computer. Yeah, this is the public key.
So yes, and this is me. So I choose my name, and now I have to enter my PIN one.
Don't look. Okay. And you have 2 PIN codes, one for...
Yes, one is for authentication, the other one is for digital signing. And to identify myself or log in, I use 4-digit codes.
So let's what kind of services are available for you as a citizen?
So now I take a role after.
No, citizen, entrepreneur, official. Yeah.
So after logging in as a person, then I can choose a role, whom I want to be. Now
these are, if you look at it, that's an interesting menu. This is where you, as a citizen, you can look in your you look at your own information. As an entrepreneur, you are you can allow to sign for a certain thing.
As an entrepreneur and as a citizen, I have different rights and different access to different rights to make queries to different databases. And now I choose a role as a citizen, so I take this menu from here, and I get different services.
Education, your education, the environment, the the traffic, all the traffic bills, the taxation. You can have all these different services. You can make queries about yourself.
Yeah, exactly. Queries about my personal vehicles, about my driving license, and then also a separate topic, state and the citizen. So
That's also the voting, for example.
Voting data I cannot see from here. I can also see that I have this electronic voter card. It means that I can vote electronically, but this whom I voted for is not reflected here.
What was interesting, I mean, this whole system is used as an identification and an authentication system. You can see who's used your card. You can see who's used your... Every time when an official uses your authentication and looks you up, you can see it. So the government is not hidden away in the background. Now, every time when he uses it, you can see it.
Indeed, it's all about transparency. So I can monitor who has looked my data. So let's see that this.
Every time the police.
Yeah, police has checked my data when I changed my passport. Again, police has checked my data when I changed my ID card. Then notarius has prepared all documents for me when I made one selling-buying transaction.
Cool. This is cool. This is a cool idea. Let's stop even pause. So how many times do you use these kinds of services? Is it every day, every week, every month?
Well, mainly I use banking services, but this citizen portal, of course, I need to show it every week for demos to different delegations.
A normal citizen would use it only like we would go to City Hall. You know, you would use it very limited.
It's hard to say numbers, but as soon as you need to send some official document, you log into this one-stop shop and select a service and send it.
Yeah. And if I want to sign a contract with you, I also do it through this system, or with a company, or with any other authority.
No, for contracts you have to just sign a document and you send digitally signed document with email, just as another file you attach to an email. But it's this digitally signed document is different. You don't have to sign into this environment.
And you would say that every citizen by now is like 50% used to this process, or 80%, or is it just like eating and drinking? How normal is it?
Again, it depends on a person who needs to use more e-services more and who less. But this is
like your father. How many times would he use it in a year?
Well, I would say that once a week. But even though if you're not fully computer literate, then you need assistance from your children or grandchildren, but you still use it. So the idea is that you don't want to go to any office anymore, but you want to use e-services.
Okay, wonderful. Now, you also said that everything was first, the digital documents was all the standard from Estonia, but you're going to switch to the European standard, huh?
Yes, indeed. By 2018, there's this e-IDAS project or initiative called, and it means that all EU countries have to accept each other's digitally signed documents.
And so you're going to adapt to the European standard. My God, I didn't know we have a standard, but Estonia is already adapting to it. Now, you have a lot of delegations looking at the electronic government of Estonia. Is there already countries implementing your X-road system?
Yeah, actually there are already several countries. Now we are implementing it in African countries, one bigger project in Namibia. Then there was a project in Palestine and in Moldova also. There are several projects already.
And the director of your center has been instrumental in implementing this whole X-road concept, right?
Yes, indeed. Our director, Arvo, has been director of this State Information System Department, and he was responsible for this interoperability framework and conducting this project.
And these 3,300 government services and also 400 private companies are all working through that X-road concept, and it's still working and it's still not hacked.
Exactly. Well, attempts are everyday thing, but no hacking so far.
Good. Thank you.
Thank you.